What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Now today I'll be talking about squat every day as you guys watch me go through a leg routine and a leg workout that I had earlier today. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about squat every day. And I feel like this video has been long overdue because I've been getting a lot of questions, comments, and stuff like that over my social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, even my emails. So let's talk about squat every day. I'm gonna try to be general and then I'll get into the specifics and stuff like that as this video goes on. So what exactly is squat every day? What have you guys been seeing every single day in my videos? Me squatting. I try to make sure that my video starts with me squatting whenever I get inside the gym. So whenever I get inside the gym, the first thing I'm doing is getting under the rack, getting to the rack, getting under the bar, and squatting some weight. Now, let's talk about this. Squat every day is basically me getting inside the gym and getting under the bar and lifting some weights and squatting. So I have been squatting for about over 100 straight days. Now, this isn't my first time. This isn't my first time doing squat every day. I've done squat every day before. It was like a couple months back, but I stopped doing it just because the story is kind of stupid, but basically I scratched up my back and I got really irritated with that. So I'm just like, forget squat every day. So I left squat every day alone for a while and I noticed my numbers decreased. So I was like, wow, so I have to stay on squat every day in order to keep my strength going. But let's talk about squat every day. All right, so let me restart. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but let me just restart again. So squat every day is basically every time you go inside the gym, you are squatting. So I've squatted 100 straight days. Now, people hear that and they're like, that makes no sense. Like, that's crazy to me. How are you even walking? Doesn't your body break down? Aren't you fatigued? Aren't you tired? Like, how do you even... So let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about, your body's ability to adjust and get used to whatever you're doing. Now, the first 2 weeks I started squat every day for the first time. I was fatigued, I was tired, I was exhausted. I was questioning, how does one go through this? How does one, feel comfortable squatting every single day? How do you get past that 7-day mark, that 14-day mark, that 20-day mark, that 30-day mark, that 100 mark? And I started finding that, after 2 weeks, my body adjusted. The soreness went away. It became almost impossible to make my body sore from squatting. Like, leg days felt like nothing to me. My body was so adjusted to the squatting motion, so adjusted to being under the bar, in an uncomfortable position, being in the hole. That's an uncomfortable position, but my body got used to it and it got stronger over time. So let's talk about kind of like the specifics of squat every day. Now, I'm not going inside the gym and just like going balls to the wall and putting like 600 pounds on the bar and trying to kill myself squatting 600 pounds on the bar. Like, I'm not going in every single day and doing like a RPE of 10 and putting like 10 plates on the bar, trying to squat that. No, that's not how it works. That's not how squat every day works. So the way I do squat every day and now the way other people do squat every day is very different. They might have like an actual programming and 1 week they're trying to hit this number, these numbers, and the next week they're trying to hit another set of numbers. Me, it's all auto-regulation. Like, I go to what I feel like doing that day. There's so many variations. There's so many different types of squats that you guys are probably not even aware of. So let's talk about the different variations that I go through and the different variations that are available to go through. Now, I choose to keep it pretty simple. I have I can't even count them. Let's just go through the amount of variations I go through whenever I'm squatting every day. So we have my normal basic squat, which is going to be the low bar with my feet pretty shoulder width apart. There's also high bar, which is a different variation of squat. Your feet close together, that's another squat, kind of like a narrow stance squat. For high bar, a low bar, feet closer together, your feet wide apart, pin squats, box squats. Oh yeah, front squats. I don't know, I didn't mention that. That should have came to mind. Or you can even do them pause, like you do pause reps. Like, you can sit at the bottom for maybe 2 seconds and then rise back up. So there's so many different variations, guys. There's so many different ways to do squat every day. You can also do volume training. Like, there's some days I don't want to go heavy. So if I don't want to go heavy, I'll come in and I'll do like 315 for reps. I'll do 315 for maybe 15 reps, or try to go for 20 reps, or just try to go until, maybe a rep shy of failure or something like that. So every single time I'm coming inside the gym, I am literally walking to the squat rack and I'm making sure that I'm getting that out of the way. So I'm gonna say this one last time. You do not have to come inside the gym and kill yourself to do squat every day. It's not a maximum effort every single day. It's auto. You could do whatever you want to do. If you feel like going inside the gym and going for some volume, that's perfectly fine. If you feel like going inside the gym and just just putting how many ever plates on the bar, that's fine too. It's just to keep the basis of it and just make sure you're doing basically what the name says, squat every day. Just make sure you're squatting every single day, man. You can do whatever weight you want to do. That's what I take from it, and that's basically what I do. Now let's talk about the strength gains, and is this something that bodybuilders should do? Okay, so I'm a powerlifter slash bodybuilder, and I let me tell you, the amount of strength you gain like on squat is ridiculous from doing squat every day, and I've done it 2 times now, so I can see the difference. Now, the first time I started doing squat every day, my squat was like around maybe 520, 540, and when I was doing squat every day, it jumped up to 585 pounds, and that's not even like, that's just how it goes. Like, there's no explanation for it. It's just the fact that you're doing a motion over and over and over again, you're gonna get better at it. So I was literally squatting every day for 100 days, and within those 100 days, my squat went up 45 pounds, around there. 45 pounds, guys. 45 pounds. You heard that correctly. So that has carryover to your bench. That has carryover to your deadlift. So whenever I was doing squat every day, my bench rose because I was getting more leg drive. My legs were stronger. My legs were more solid. I was hitting my foundation, my base was stronger. My bench went up to 405 pounds. Not competition bench, just normal style bench like in the gym. It went up to 405 pounds doing squat every day. My deadlift is not that, I started deadlifting, last summer. It wasn't that difficult just because the amount of volume I was doing for squat. My legs were strong, so my glutes were strong, and my quads were strong, so pulling wasn't that difficult for me. Now, is this something that bodybuilders should be doing? I'm not sure. It's all dependent on you, the individual. It depends on what your goals are. If you're a bodybuilder and you like to lift heavy, I mean, you could do squat every day. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, no, you can't do squat every day. Your legs are not gonna recover, because honestly, the amount of time, for the time I've been doing squat every single day, my legs have grown. My legs have grown tremendously. So I'm not gonna say it's not gonna help your legs grow, because it's not like you're doing powerlifting things day in and day out. Because it's not like you're doing 5x5s and 3x2s and stuff like that for squat. You just basically go inside the gym and squatting. So let's get onto the rep scheme for squat every day. I have kind of like a set number inside of my head of what I want to hit. Now, if I'm going for 5 plates or like really high weight, I'm gonna build up plate by plate. So my first set will be 1 plate, my second set will be 2 plates, my third set will be 3 plates, and so on until I reach the weight that I'm aiming for. Now, that might be different for you. Let's say maybe you want to hit 300 pounds on squat. So your first set should be 135 pounds, 1 plate on each side for maybe 10 reps, and then you're gonna probably put I don't know how you build up, but you probably put 185 pounds and do 8 reps, and then 225 and you do 6 reps, and then you might put 275 on and do 4 reps, and then you put 300 pounds or 315 and do like 2 or 1 rep. That's kind of the way I build up. Now the rest in between each set is pretty short, just because for right now, my legs don't really get tired. Like, my legs don't get tired whatsoever whenever I'm squatting. So I'm able to just kind of like go plate by plate. Like, I literally, from the time it takes me to put the other plates on each side, I'm basically going. I might wait like maybe 20 seconds extra, but it's pretty boom, boom, boom. It's kind of like clockwork for me. It's mechanical. I just get the plates under the bar. I know what to do. I just squat, rack it, add more weight, squat, rack it, add more weight, squat, rack it. So it goes on. And I've gotten to a point to where it only takes me maybe, if I want to be really fast, it takes me probably like 15 minutes. Now, this is something that you guys could throw into your routine. Now, would I recommend for you to start squat every day? Yeah, I would. I would recommend for you to start squat every day. It's a nice way to challenge yourself mentally and physically. Now, would I say just jump into squat every day, like now, just start squatting every single day? No. I'm not gonna say that. If you're a person that squats maybe once a week at the most, or maybe twice a week at the most, I would tell you to just kind of build up slowly. Maybe 1 week add squatting another time. So you're doing squat. So you're squatting 3 times a week, and then next week kind of do it 4 times a week, and the next week do it 5 times a week, and then to a point where you've built up to 7 days you're squatting every single day you're inside the gym. And you know, that's the way I would tell, you know, kind of people that are kind of thinking about doing squat every single day. I'll tell them, you know, build up to that point. Maybe this week just add on another day that you're squatting. Just go inside the gym and squat before you do a normal bodybuilding day. And eventually you're building up to a point that every single time you walk inside the gym, you're squatting. Now let's talk about the mental aspect of squat every day. It has gotten to a point to me where it's just all mental. It's not physical. My body's adjusted. My body's used to doing this. Like, this is, you know, my body's used to it. It's the mental game. It's like, do I really want to squat today? I don't feel like getting up to, you know, I don't feel like starting my workout with squats, or, you know, the rare occasion that your legs do feel sore, you do feel fatigued. It's like, it's all a mental game, man. And I started squat every day to sharpen my mental game. I started squat every day to challenge myself mentally and physically. There's a mental aspect to this too, guys. Whenever you're squatting every single day, it's not, I mean, like, squat every day is it's not an easy thing to grasp your head around. When you first start, you're challenging yourself physically and mentally. You're talking to yourself every single day. You're like, should I do this? Do I want to do this? And at the end of the day, once you start getting into that 50-day mark and 100-day mark and stuff like that, you start figuring out that things aren't that difficult. You're like, you know, it's kind of funny when you say it, but it's like, I squatted every day, so everything else today should be pretty easy. Like, you got over that mental hurdle, you got over that maybe even physical hurdle. It just becomes to a point to where you get stronger mentally and things don't seem as tough as they really are. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you were able to take something from it or learn more about squat every day. I know a lot of people have been curious about what I do before I start every workout. So whenever you guys see me squatting, that's basically what I'm doing. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You better today. I'm out.